This is Natural History Museum of Utah. The Natural History Museum of Utah, NHMU, is a museum located on the campus of the University of Utah in Salt Lake City, Utah, United States. The museum shows exhibits of natural history subjects with an emphasis on Utah and the Intermountain West. Hello everyone, welcome to you all in U Online TV. This channel presents cultural, historical, geographical and day-to-day activities with thrilling adventure, exclusive interviews and more entertaining videos. So viewers, let's have fun. After watching our videos, please do like, share and comment. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe U Online TV. They house more than 1.5 million specimens and objects. The mission of the museum is to illuminate the natural world and the place of humans within it. The new building named the Rio Tinto Center opened in November 2011. The Natural History Museum of Utah is not only an architectural jewel, but it is one of the finest natural history museums in the country. The museum continues to connect Utah residents and tourists with the natural landscapes and cultures of Utah. The Natural History Museum of Utah has 10 permanent exhibitions that are worth revisiting over and over again to continue a lifelong learning experience of Utah's landscapes and cultures. You can spend hours dividing deep into an exhibition or spend hours breezing through all of them at once. The museum exhibits are interactive and dynamic. Visit the website for a full description of each exhibit. The Paleontology collection acquired a very important amount of new collected specimens during the 1960s, particularly fossil remains of dinosaurs. It all began when a young local paleontologist called James Henry Madison, Jr., obtained his Master of Science in 1959 in the University of Utah. First exhibition is this our backyard, lip box and a pond, stream area for kids to play in. Naturalists especially born here. Very amazing. The following year, as of 1960, Madison was hired as an assistant of Professor William Lee Strokes of the Princeton University, who at that time performed the Dauntless project to extensively dig the Cleveland Lloyd dinosaur quarry. Since the 1920s, it had been firmly established by geologists that this quarry is one of the most important paleontological sites ever found in the United States. And still in the early 1960s, literally tens of thousands of these articulated dinosaur bones were buried in the rock, awaiting excavated. Because of the bone bed was so vast and contained a so huge quantity of fossil bones, mainly from Allosaurus fragilis. Next is about past world dinosaurs. It seemed obvious to Strokes and Madison that it was literally impossible for a single unique institution to dig up a number of specimens being realistically representative of the overall total. To accomplish this task, or at least a reasonable part of it, Strokes and Madison founded the University of Utah Cooperative Dinosaur Project. Thanks to initial funds allowed by the University of Utah and its Department of Geology. This project worked 16 years in close collaboration not only with museums and institutions within the USA, but also with prestigious international museums and research centers. Since financial assistance was brought by all the institutions who had participated in the project, the Dinosaur Project granted them cast or even original composite specimen of the dinosaur found in the quarry. In the running time of the Cooperative Dinosaur Project, literally tons of fossils bones were dug up from the quarry. Numerous remain species of famous Camarasaurus. Camarasaurus was a genus of quadrupedal herbivorous dinosaur. It was the most common of the giant sauropods to be found in North America. Its fossil remains have been found in the Morrison Formation of Colorado in Utah, dating to the late Jurassic epoch between 155 and 145 million years ago, you can see. Next one is of Camptosaurus. Camptosaurus is a genus of plant-eating big ornithischian dinosaur of the late Jurassic period of western North America. The name means flexible lizard. And next one is Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus was a carnivorous theropod dinosaur in the late Jurassic period. The genus was first described in 1884 by American paleontologist Othniel Charles Mars based on the nearly complete skeleton discovered in Garden Park, Colorado, in rocks belonging to the Morrison Formation. Similar next one is Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus from Greek stego, which means roof, and saurus, which means lizard in a genus of herbivores, Thyroforum. And of course, Allosaurus. Allosaurus is a genus of carnivorous theropod dinosaur that lived 155 to 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic period. The name Allosaurus means different lizard, alluding to its unique concave vertebrae. It is derived from Greek. Among others, far the most represented species, within 44 to 46 individuals. In addition to the already known species, 2 new species were discovered and named Stogosaurus. Stogosaurus is a genus of small carnivorous early trinosaurid therophyte dinosaur from the late Jurassic period of Utah, United States. Next important is sky. Want to know what makes the seasons, how a star is born or hang out of the sky terrace. Next is Great Salt Lake. History of the Great Salt Lake, remnant of Lake Bonneville. You can even get a great view of lake. In 2011, the museum moved from the old George Thomas Library location to 1390 President's Circle into the Rio Tinto Center in the University of Utah's Research Park 301 Walker Way, Salt Lake City. The move also resulted in a change of name to the Natural History Museum in Utah. Next exhibition is about First Peoples. Learn about the Great Basin's prehistoric people through a reconstruction of an actual archaeological dig site. The Rio Tinto Center is a 160,000 square foot building set in the foothills of the Wasatch Mountains. The building's highest point is a round structure on the back or east side which houses the Native Voices Gallery. The architects of the building were Inuit Arts from the New York City and ZSBS of Salt Lake City. Ralph Applebaum Associates designed the exhibits. Let me talk about collection and riches. The Natural History Museum of Utah has more than 1.6 objects in its collection that are used for research and education. The museum collection emphasizes the natural history of Utah and is accessible to researchers from around the world. The majority of the collections are from the public lands within the Intermountain region of the United States. Collections are used in the studies on geological, biological, and cultural diversity, and the history of living systems and human cultures within the Utah region. The goal of the museum is to encourage the collection while providing the widest possible access to that information. Let me talk about anthropology. It's almost 1 million objects are shown. Similarly, if we talk about paleontology, 12,000 vertebrates, 4,000 invertebrates, and 7,000 plants are shown. If we talk about entomology, 140,000 specimens are exhibited. If we talk about vertebrate geology, 30,000 mammals are exhibited, 20,000 birds are exhibited, and 18,000 reptiles are exhibited. Similarly, if we talk about mineralogy, 3,700 minerals are exhibited. About botany, 120,000 specimens are exhibited. Similarly, malacology, 25,000 specimens are exhibited. So we have the educational programs. The educational programs are organized by the school programs department. Department school programs is closely tied to the public school system's core curriculum. The museum's education program include school tours, junior science academy, youth programs, adolescent family programs, youth teaching youth program. Similarly, we have the outreach, museum on the move. A total of 12 kit containing specimen and activities are presented by museum educators in schools statewide. Fourth exhibition is of land. Take a geological journey through Utah's 3 physiographic regions: Middle Rocky Mountains, Basin and Range, and Colorado Plateau. The kids usually use natural history topics to all students to build science skill process and are tied to science core curriculum standards. Topic addressed by the kids include rocks and minerals, fossils, Utah animals, and Great Salt Lake, field crates, traveling treasures, teaching toolboxes. Teachers are able to check boxes out for 2 weeks at a time. Scientists in the classroom. Next exhibition is about life. Explore the wave of life from DNA to ecosystems while learning the specifics of Utah's biological diversity. Role at the University of Utah. The museum is part of academic life of the University of Utah. The collections offer research opportunities and provide a learning laboratory for students. Next important is Native Voices. The museum consulted Utah's Indian community to best depict Native American art and culture of this area's indigenous people. Native Voices. The tradition of Utah's native people are featured in the circular gallery nestled in the hillside at the top of the building. Designed in consultation with Utah's Indian community, this exhibition depicts Native American art and culture, interprets the deep memory and contemporary presence of Utah's indigenous people with how they lived their life in that time. It's all mentioned in this Native Voices. Let me tell you about, we don't have all the story. You need to visit the storytelling circle where you can listen to stories of origin and connection to the land. Utah's 8 federally recognized tribes include Northwestern Band of Shoshone Nation, Paleute Indian Tribe of Utah, St. John's Southern Paleute Tribe, Skull Valley Band of Goshoot, Confederated Tribe of Goshoot, Navajo Nation, Ute Indian Tribe, White Mesa Community of the Ute Mountain Ute Tribe. You can see all in the video about the weaving, harvesting, and how they lived in the hard times or are all shown in this video. And next exhibition is Gems and Minerals. You have never seen anything so pretty. Examine rough mineral forms and elegant cut gemstone for hours on end. The museum was conceived in 1959 when the University of Utah faculty committee decided to consolidate natural history collection from around its campus. The museum was established at the Utah Museum of Natural History on the University of Utah campus in 1963 by the Utah State Legislature. It opened in 1969 in the former George Thomas Library and included specimens from the Desert Museum as well as from the Charles Nettleton Stivell Museum that was located in the old Lafayette School on South Temple Street from 1939 until 1974. Museum program exposes the student to many aspects of museum studies, educational outreach, exhibit design and fabrication development, public relations, and curriculum development. The museum is a repository for collections that were accumulated by the University of Department of Anthropology, Biology, and Geology. The collections are held in trust for faculty, graduate students, and undergraduates who have access to the collection for research and teaching purposes. Thanks for watching U Online TV with Natural History Museum of Utah. Now this is time to do like, share and comment. If you have not subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And also please don't forget to press notification bell icon so that you can just know what episode we have the upcoming.
रमाइलो हुँदैछ हैन साथीहरु
The next episode will be Big Cottonwood Canyon hiking in the snow. Have a great time this time. Bye bye. See you in the next episode with thrilling adventure.
ढाकेको बोर्डलाई
दिनत साल कल गर्ने कलकलाउने पानी हेर्नुको लागि आएको हिउँले गर्दा टाटु कल पानी छोपिहालेछ